to me. Okay. I came on the course because Paul pointed out there was a course going on. I thought, that sounds like a nice idea. I reached a bit of a sort of lull and dead spot in my own photography and was pretty disillusioned with it. So I thought, right, let's go and join in this course, and came over, and as Eva has just said, it actually is quite intense. We all of us sat around that first evening and were sort of saying, okay, what sort of photography are you interested in, what sort of things do you want to do? And most of us managed to sort of mumble out something or spew out something in a really, a bit of an uncommitted fashion. And that was week one gone. And Eva sort of sent us off with some ideas of, well, have a look at this photographer, have a look at that photographer, try this site, try that site, and really go and just take anything you like, just click away and see what images come up and what pleases you about these images. So typically for the hole that I was in at the moment, I came back with my images at the first week and I hate this, don't like that, this is awful, all like this. And then I was sort of sent away again and said, well, come on, what drew you to take those photographs? So I had to analyse, as we all did, what it was that I was trying to achieve, what it was that I particularly liked, and just try and focus on even just one little bit of what I'd taken and say, well, why did I even like that bit? And from there, over the 7 weeks, you sort of come back, brought in, well, I like that bit about this one, and that's useless, that's useless, that's useless, but I do like that little bit. So Eva sent us off, each week with these tasks and sort of, well, think about this and think about that. And then she started, the whip changed. It was, you're displaying, you're doing an exhibition in 3 weeks' time. And you think, okay, no pressure then. And from there on, you sort of think, right, now I've got to actually get out and produce something. So my beach, the beach is somewhere that I repeatedly go to, really love. And I like the sort of, at times, the solitude, the energy, the very changing environment. So I was drawn down to the beach again. And having, at the moment, sort of failed to do one topic down on the beach, I was keen to do different things. And I came up with the idea of angles and lines and sort of geometry type things, and being that I'd liked in other people's photographs. So I went to try to take some, and you think, yeah, okay, but they're still a bit flat, they're still a bit dull. And I decided, well, I'm really going to go for this. Took the camper van, we've got a camper van, over to Dungeness for the weekend. Stayed over there Friday night, I think, right, now I'm going to nail this. I'm going to get some decent light first thing in the morning. And despite the weather forecast, which was rain, storms, rain, rain, rain and storms, I got some decent weather. That was Dungeness, and I did take some nice photographs, but they're a bit samey to things I've done before. Trotted up the road to Camber Sands, and when I got there, the windsurfers and whoever else said, oh, have you come to take photographs of the lightning? And with the skies that you can see, they were really, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and really threatening to sort of, thunderstorms and all the rest of it. And they said, yeah, no, presumably you come to take the skies. And I was thinking, well, actually, look at those beautiful shapes, look at these lines, look at the reflections, look at the pools, and that's what drew my attention. And here you go, that's what I managed on that morning. That's me done.
Next on is Git Reed.
Hi. Why am I here? Well, I'm today's other half, and when I bought her presents on this course as her birthday present, she said, well, you've got to come too. So that's why I'm here. But I was actually in a similarly shaped hole with my photography as well. Been down the camera club, done a bit of this, done a bit of that. Lots of sharp pictures with things on thirds. And I was getting a bit bored with that too. But I found that what I was drawn to over the last few years was more pictures of people kind of doing things. So I thought, okay, well, that's what I'll do then. And as Claire says, the time pressure on this course has been quite intense, and I was kind of busy with other stuff. So my pictures here, actually only one of them is specially shot for the course. 3 of them. There's a couple of people here from our camera club, and they said, oh, I've seen that one before, I've seen that one before. And they've been down our camera club for a few sessions. But the course has helped me to sort of kind of focus a bit on doing a project and try and think about what it is about these particular pictures over the last few years that I liked, and therefore to more deliberately go out and shoot more pictures of that style, which interests me. So kind of what I'm getting out of it is it's kind of getting me out of a clarity, as it were, and onto a track where I kind of know roughly what I'm trying to take pictures of, or what style of pictures I'm trying to take. So that's me.
And now we move on to Cheryl Callaway.
I'm a little bit terrified about talking about the work, especially in front of so many people that I don't know. I guess the reason for that is I feel like the work is really in its infancy. I came to do the course because of certain images that I'd taken were kind of telling me, you know, what am I? What are you going to do with me? You know, where's this going? And I saw the course to develop a creative photography project, and I still wasn't even sure if my work was photography, but just the opportunity to meet with others, talk about the potential of a project, the legacy of an existing project, and the opportunity of developing new work was what really attracted me to the course. And it's been brilliant. Eva, just been fantastic, shared not only advice and own experience, theory, references, enthusiasm. It's just been, yeah, a good, very solid, short period of time. And yeah, the work itself is a mixture of, I'm not sure if it's one project or separate projects at this moment in time. I feel like there's a lot of overlap, mainly because it's sort of quite still exploring themes and ideas and ways of making images. So, yeah, I don't know if there's anything else.
Thanks, Cheryl. And now we move on to Paul O'Toole.
Hi everyone, and thanks for everybody for coming out on a wet and miserable evening. I think everybody appreciates the support. And much as the others have said, the course itself has been fantastic. We've really enjoyed it. I think the first evening we all sat down and went, what have we let ourselves in for? But it's been great because I think we've all got on really well. We've all been under the same pressure to produce something in a very short period of time. Eva's been great because it's been like herding cats, I think. Because we've you know, first week you plan it, second week you get started, third week you look at, fourth week you stop and change your mind and start all over again, just to really upset her. So it's been over 7 weeks to try and get something out. It's been a challenge because we've all got busy lives with other things on and trying to find time. So I'm really glad I've done the course. I'm really glad I've worked with all the guys in the course, and I'm very grateful for Mike for telling me about it.
And we will finish with Sue Kenyon and her film.
What's going to be shown in a minute, hang on. But 7 weeks ago I came here because we recently moved to Brighton, and I kind of wanted to meet new people and wanted to do something that I love doing. Little did I know that I was going to have so many late nights and so many early mornings, because it has been intense, challenging in many, many ways. 7 weeks is a very, very short time to try and produce something that is kind of hangs together in the sense that you can show it to people, and that has been incredible. So I kind of started with the idea of windows. It's something that I'm kind of fascinated by, the kind of reflective nature of windows, and what windows show us and what they don't show us, what they obscure, what they hide, what we kind of guess is going on behind windows. So I started with that idea, and in the second week I think I bought some work in on the computer, and I kind of wanted it to be really abstract, and I started showing these few shots that I'd got, and I thought I'll just start playing around with this and piecing them together and see what I get. And week by week, and with a lot of input from Eva, I've kind of looked at other people's work and kind of gone into the kind of historical aspects of kind of short film production. Excuse me. And ended up with this. So I will show it, of course. Don't turn the lights off yet.
Capture it before it changes. Save it lest the memory fails. Duplicate it to be on the safe side, just in case. Frame it. Make it yours. Always back it up. Savor it. Devour it. Have your fill. Cast it aside. Throw away a world. Trying to hold on to the illusory and crumble. Demoralized. No longer able to want it.
Mm.